Good morning, boys and girls. It's Dr. Sanders again in room 9. How you doing today? Remember Dr. Sanders? I'm from Adams Elementary and the St. Louis Public Schools, and I'm here to teach you a little bit of pre-K and K math and ELA. And today is also a very special day, and so we're going to talk about something very special. And even though it's just for pre-K and K, it doesn't matter if you're 2 or 102, you'll learn something. And what else? That's right, have some F-U-N, fun. That's right, boys and girls. Let's take a look at our objectives, what we're going to talk about for today. In ELA, I will explore problems and solutions. And in math, you will work with patterns and beginning, subtraction, and addition. So let's start today by looking at some of my friends' names. Whose name is this? Zynona. Hi, Zynona. What letter is this? Right, a capital X or lowercase, or you can say lowercase x. And what letter is this? An O, yes. Let's spell Zynona's name. Read it. Zynona. Spell it. Capital X-I-N-O-N-A. X-I-N-O-N-A. And whose name is this? Hi, Lyric. You're probably watching this with your teacher right now. Some people are watching at home. Others are with their teachers right now. I bet Lyric's with our teacher right now. What letter does Lyric's name start with? A capital L. Let's spell Lyric. Read it. Lyric. L-Y-R-I-C. 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 And whose name is this? Blake. Hey, Blake. How you doing, Blake? What letters does Blake's name start with? Uppercase B or capital B? Let's spell Blake. Blake. B-L-A-K-E. 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 Hey, Blake. Hey, Blake. And whose name is this? Hi, Carter. Raise your hand. Hi, Carter. How you doing today? What letter does Carter start with? A capital C. Let's spell Carter. Capital C-A-R-T-E-R. C-A-R-T-E-R. Hey, Carter. And whose name is this? Yes, that's right. That's Ava's name. Hi, Ava. Sometimes some people spell Ava just with an A-V-A, but Ava spells her name with an H. Let's spell Ava. Capital, read it. Ava. Spell it. Capital A-V-A-H. Read it. Ava. Hi, Ava. Are you listening and having fun? And whose name is this? Edlin's name. Hi, Edlin. How you doing, sir? What letter does his name start with? An E. An E. Is an E a vowel or a consonant? A vowel. A vowel. And vowels say two sounds. They have two sounds, right? So the E says eh, or it says E. E-D. E-D-L-Y-N. E-D-L-Y-N. All right, boys and girls. You see my hat. We said we were going to talk about something special. But before we do that, I forgot something. Let's do our words of the week first. You ready? Let's go. What word is this? I. Let's spell it. Read it. I. Capital I. I. Don't go anywhere. Read it. Go. G-O. Go. Are you ready to learn something? What's this? R. Yes, R. R. A-R-E. Veterans are the best. Veterans are very important to our country. Whose name is this? What word is this? Will. Let's spell Will. Will. W-I-L-L. Will. And what word is this? And. That's right. And. A-N-D. And. That's right, boys and girls. Now, look, you see my hat? This is actually my father's old hat. And I got it a long time ago. But this is my father's hat, and he was in the Marine Corps. You see, it says United States Marine Corps. Today is Veterans Day. Today is Veterans Day, right? So we celebrate our veterans. We celebrate all of our soldiers who have served or who are serving. Even though they're still serving, they're still veterans. We still celebrate them as well. But all of our soldiers who have already served our country to help us be better. So, along with the Marines, that's why I have my hat on. When I get done talking, I'm going to take it off. When I get done talking about the branches of the military, we just talked about them. This is the United States Marine Corps. You see their symbol? That's the United States Marine Corps. Then, so we had the Marine. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the Marine Corps. That is actually the. Yeah, that is the Marine Corps. Marine Corps is part of the Navy. And then we have the what? Air Force. Another branch of military is the Air Force. Thank you, Air Force Airmen. My niece, I have a niece that's an airman. Her name is Makira. And then we have the United States Coast Guard. Coast Guard. Thank you, Coast Guard veterans. And then we have the United States Army. The Army. Thank you, Army veterans. And then we have the United States Navy. Navy. I also have a niece that's in the Navy. And her name is Kiara. Thank you, Kiara. All right, so we have 5 branches of the military. We have the Navy, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, the Army, and the Air Force. And what they help keep our country safe no matter what. And if you see a soldier just today, or if you're a soldier watching, thank you very much. But if you see a soldier today, say thank you. Just say thank you to them for all that they do for us and keeping us safe. All the things that they have done for us. All right? Thank you about that, boys and girls. Now I'm going to take my Marine Corps hat off because I'm in the building. I'm supposed to have it off. Marine Corps hat off. It's already on. All right? Well, I'll take my hat off. Everybody stand up. All right. Hands up. Hands down. Hands up. Hands down. Hands up. Now shake your head back, forth, and shake your head like this. Shake your head like this. All right. One pump 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other arm, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the what you want to do? Raise the roof? Okay, here we go. Let's raise the roof with 2 arms. 8 times. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you want to do it in Spanish? Oh, we'll go to 10 in Spanish, okay? Can you help me? We'll go slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you like... So maybe we'll add Spanish. We'll start counting in Spanish more. All right, so let's sit down on 3. 1, 2, 3. Up, down, sit right down on the ground. Okay, we have a book that we're going to read today. And, we have a book and we're talking about problem and solutions, right? Yes. So when we read this, when we're listening to the book, I want you to think about the problems and the problem in the book. Sometimes they have more than one problem. And what solution happened? Okay, you ready? Okay, let's get ready to read. And the name of my book is Kiss, Kiss, Yuck, Yuck. Kiss, Kiss, Yuck, Yuck. And the author is Kyle Mewburn. And the illustrator is Ali Teo and John O'Reilly. What does the author do? Yes, make sure you say it in a sentence. The author writes the words in the story. Thank you, Gillespie. And the illustrator, what does the illustrator do? Right, Micah. The illustrator draws the pictures in a story. This is the what? Spine. This is the what? Back cover. And this is the front cover. And these words are the title of the book. Kiss, Kiss, Yuck, Yuck. By Steve Mewburn. And I'm reading this with permission from Peachtree Publishing. Aunt Elsie was always pleased to see Andy. Heidi, Heidi, Andy apple pie, she yelled. Hello, Aunt Elsie, he replied, and got ready to run. Why do you think he wanted to run? But Andy was too slow. Aunt Elsie's arms swooped out and grabbed him in a squishy hug. Andy wriggled. He held his breath, but the sloppy kisses came all the same. On the left cheek. On the right cheek. Yuck, yuck, Andy said to himself. The next time Aunt Elsie came to visit, Andy hid under his bed. Where's my Andy apple jelly? Cried Aunt Elsie. He lay still as a stone. Oh my, said Aunt Elsie. Look at this toy truck driving by itself. What? Toy truck? Andy just had to have a peek. There you are. What a surprise, cried Aunt Elsie as she grabbed him. Andy squirmed and shut his eyes, but the sloppy kisses came all the same. On the left cheek. On the right cheek. Yuck, yuck, Andy said to himself. So what's Andy's problem? Yeah, he doesn't like getting kissed by his aunt. So it's a problem, right? Let's see what happens. The next time, Andy hid in the chicken house under a pile of straw. Aunt Elsie came up the path. Stomp, stomp, and opened the door. Squeak, squeak. Oh my, said Aunt Elsie. This chicken has laid an egg as big as a football. Andy lifted his head to look. Rats! He's been tricked again. Got you, applesauce. I'm sorry, got you, Andy applesauce. Yelled Aunt Elsie, picking him up. He tried to hide, right? Andy grumped and grizzled, but the sloppy kisses came all the same. Kiss, kiss, on the left cheek, on the right cheek. You taste like feathers, said Aunt Elsie. Every time Aunt Elsie came, Andy tried to hide. Every time she found him and gave him sloppy kisses. When he climbed up a tree, she climbed up after him. Kiss, kiss, kiss. When he hid in the pig pen, she climbed over the fence. She didn't mind the pigs, and she didn't mind the mud. Howdy Dumbo, Andy Crab Crumble, she yelled. Where's my hug? Muddy kiss, mwah, on the left cheek. Muddy kiss, on the right cheek. Yuck, went Andy. Oink, 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 went the pigs. The next week, Andy crawled under the house among the spider webs. Aunt Elsie didn't like spiders. He waited and waited all afternoon, but Aunt Elsie never came. Where's Aunt Elsie? Andy asked. She fell off a camel in Australia, said his father. Poor Elsie. She broke her leg. Aunt Elsie didn't come the next week, or the next, or the next. The chickens laid their eggs, the pigs oinked their oinks, and Andy waited at the window. No Auntie Elsie. He said no. One day, a taxi stopped by the gate. The door opened. Out came two crutches, a leg and a cast, and then, Auntie Elsie! Yelled Andy. He flew through the house, along the path, and down the gate. Hello, Andy Angel Cake, Auntie Elsie called. Andy's arm swooped out. He grabbed Auntie Elsie and gave her two big sloppy kisses. He kissed her on her left cheek. Mwah! He kissed her on the right cheek. Mwah! Kiss, kiss, hug, hug. Got you, he said. And that was the end of the story. Did you like that story? What part did you like? Oh, when he went kiss, kiss. Yes. When Auntie Elsie did it, or when Andy did it? Oh, both. Okay. All right. So what was Andy's problem? Yes, he didn't like to be kissed, did he? He didn't like to be kissed by Aunt Elsie, and she always found him though, didn't she? And gave him a big old hug and a mwah, mwah, mwah on the right cheek and a mwah, mwah, mwah on the left cheek. Correct? Yes. So his problem, that was one of his problems. What was his other problem? Yes, Aunt Elsie didn't show up. And how did that make Andy feel? Yes, he was sad. So that was his other problem, right? He was missing Aunt Elsie. Did he solve his problem? Yes, he solved both problems, right? Aunt Elsie came back. And also, Aunt Elsie came back, and then he gave her a kiss. So he didn't mind the kisses anymore, did he? No. Remember, always a problem in the solution. You have to try. I have to try to solve some of your problems. All right, boys and girls. Let's do a little math right now. You ready for some math? We're going to count from 1 to 50 today. And then we are going to count by fives. And then we're going to do a little subtraction and patterns and all that good stuff. All right? Sound good? Sound good to me also. Let's go. We're going to... Oh, my number chart. It hopped off. Aunt Elsie must have took it and knocked it down. All righty. All right, all right, all right. Ooh. Ooh. All right, we start with 0. We start with 0, and we're going to go all the way to 50 by ones. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Two digits, 50, and 5 and a 0 make up 50. All right, let's count by 5s to 100. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. All right. And I'm going to show you one more. We're going to count by 10s to 100, okay? 0. You can mimic me. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And that's kept counting by 10s, right? Or you can say it's adding 10 each time. So 10 and then plus 10 more is 20. Plus 10 more is 30. 30 plus 10 is 40. 40 plus 10 is 50. And so on. It's just a pattern, right? Only number we're changing is the first number. See zeros at the end? And then the first number changes. 2. But we still keep those zeros. Okay? All right, let's do... I want to show you another pattern. You ready for my pattern? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You got to help me complete this pattern. We have blank, circle, triangle. Octagon, circle, triangle. What goes right here? What is missing? Yes, an octagon. So I got to draw my octagon. How many sides does an octagon have? Yes, 8 sides. I made it smaller, but it's 8 sides. So octagon, circle, triangle. Octagon, circle, triangle. It's 3 different things on there. So what kind of pattern is that? A, B, C. And then A, B, C. So this is the actual pattern. And then it just repeats throughout. So octagon, circle, triangle is the pattern. All right, let's go. I have one more pattern that you can help me with. Just look at the top one. Triangle, triangle, square. Triangle, triangle. What goes right there? Woo! That was loud. You all said it loud. Square. And you are correct. It's the same A, B. So A, B. A, B. Now let's look at the bottom one. Rhombus, oval, oval. Rhombus. What goes right here? Blank, blank, rhombus, oval. Oval! You are correct. How many ovals? Now what goes right here? Oval! You are correct. Rhombus, oval, oval. Rhombus, oval, oval. Rhombus, oval, oval. Boys and girls, you're getting so good. Grown-ups too. You're getting so good at patterns. Get so good. Great at patterns. Not good. Great. Excellent. You working hard. You showing me how to do those patterns. We have an addition problem for you. And remember, the answer is going to give us our sum, right? The answer in the addition problem is the sum. 5 plus 1. How could you show me 5 plus 1? Yes, you can use your fingers, right? So you have how many on this hand? 5. And then how many more you need? It said plus what? 1. So if you didn't know it, you say 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 plus 1 is 6. Or let's just say, I don't know how to do that. You can ask somebody to help you, right? Or maybe you have some markers at your desk or on your table and say, okay, I need 5, so I count my markers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need one more. Oh, there go one more, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can use different things to help you count. I could have used Adara's Lego people, but I didn't. All right, so 5 plus 1 equals 6. All right, let's look at a subtraction problem. These are all what? Triangles. They have 3 sides, right? They're triangles. This triangle right here is sad. He has a sad triangle. You know why he was sad? He was sad because he forgot his lunchbox at home. So he had to go back home to get it. So we got to subtract him out of the picture. So we had 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 went back home because he was sad. So 4 subtract 1 equals, how many are still there? 1, 2, 3. 4 minus 1 or subtract 1 equals 3. And the difference is the answer in a multiplication question. I mean, in a subtraction question. The answer in a subtraction problem is the difference. All right. Did you have some fun today? All right. So I'm about to subtract up out of here. I'm about to minus myself out of here. But before we do that, we have to do what? That's right. What room are we in? Room 9. Let's spell 9. N-I-N-E. Room 9. Room 9. Thank you, boys and girls. See you tomorrow.
Teaching in Room 9 is made possible with support of Bank of America, Dana Brown Charitable Trust, Emerson, and viewers like you.